I select multiple rows. How? I click in here and I hold the click button and I double click it here. So all of the columns got these adjusted automatically. So you can adjust the columns accordingly. Maybe you could hold multiple columns and you could say you could spread one of them. So the same width is going to be applicable on all of them. Now what next is there? So we have discussed this thing also, that how do you fill up a range of cells. We also discussed this thing, that how do you fill up a range of cells. Now for example, if I need to edit a cell content and if I need to delete the cell content. So how would I edit the cell content? How would I delete the cell content? If you have to edit the cell content, there are two ways. Either you click in here, just put one click, go to this formula bar and you can edit it. Alternatively, you can double click it so it gets opened up. The third one of them is there is an F2 button which opens up the cell. So editing a cell button, either F2 button or double click on the cell or formula bar. So these are the three options of editing a cell, that this is how you can edit a cell. Now let's move a bit forward and discuss further. If you need to delete the cell, all that you have to do is that you have to just click on that cell and you need to press the delete button. Or what you could do is that you could go in here, you could delete it here. You need to delete or select cell and delete in formula bar. So I repeat, this is something that you can do. This is how you delete the cell content. This is how you edit the cell content. So this is something that we have discussed now. What next is there? Let's talk and let's discuss further. Now, there are multiple functions, which is the cut, copy, and paste. So what do we mean by cut? Is to remove content of a cell. How do we cut content of the cell? So control plus X. Copy is to copy cell content. How do you go about it? You say control plus C or control plus P. Paste the cut or copy content. So whatever content that you have cut, whatever content that you have copied, that you actually do it. Now, how? For example, if something is mentioned here Monday, I can right click on it and I can say copy, and I can go in here and I could say paste. Okay, there is a bit of an error that I've made. It has to be control plus V, that paste is. So this is copy. When I copy, this cell remains here, this Monday remains here, and this Monday is pasted in here. Alternatively, what you could do is that you could see click, cut. Now this Monday will be removed from here, and if I say paste, it would be moved in here. So cut is when you remove a content from a cell. Copy is when you make a copy of it. Pasting is you paste it. You paste it somewhere. That is considered to be paste. You paste it somewhere, that is going to be considered as paste. Okay, now the next thing that we need to understand is inserting a row or column. Inserting a row or column. So how do you insert a row or column? There are multiple ways of doing it. Now one of them is, you see A is a column, B is a column, C is a column, D is a column. I could click in here and I could put a right click and I could say insert. So a column is inserted. I want to insert a row here. I could select this row and I could say insert, and it's going to be added in here. So remember, whenever you insert, the insert function adds row above and column to the left and column before existing row and column. So you see what happens is, if I need to add up the row above this 8. So I need to click in here. If I need to add a column after this, so I need to click in here. This is what you need to keep in mind, that this is how a row and the columns are added up. Just like we talked about changing the column height, column width, I told you that you can double click in here, you can drag it here. Same goes for this row height also. You can do it here, you can double click, you can even double click it here. So automatically it gets adjusted. So now you know that you can change the column height, you can change the column width, you can change the row height. So column width and row height. Now what next is there? The next thing that we need to understand is, okay, maybe I want to find in this spreadsheet, I want to find in a spreadsheet, let's say, the plus button. Let's say I would say control F. What? I would say control F. How do you find? In order to find, you say control plus F. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to say control F. So I've been given find what? I'm just saying plus. If I say find next, it's just going to go for the next plus, next plus, next plus, next plus. If I say find all, it will open up all the plus that are available, and it's giving a cell reference that it's in cell C1, it's in cell E23, it's in cell C27, etc., etc., etc. Now I'm saying that I want to replace this plus with end. So I just need to click in here and I need to say replace all. So all and have been replaced with F. Now what I need to do is that I need to undo this. So there are two ways. If you want to undo a change, so you either click on this button in here, it's an undo, or you've got another option for undo, which is control plus Z. What do you mean by undo? Undo is basically reversing an action. So when you wish to reverse an action that you have done, that could be adding a cell, that could be adjusting a cell, that could be moving a cell, that could be moving a text, etc. So that is actually going to be considered as undo, and that is actually a reversing of a function. Now, for example, I'm reviewing this sheet, and this is being prepared by my junior, and I want to tell him something about this cell. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to click right. I would say insert comment, and I would say write it with bold letter, and I just click outside. So what is it going to be? Comment is right click and insert comment. Now what would happen is, when he would be going through the sheet, he would say I want to review, and I want to find all the comments. Let's say if he says that I told him that, okay, I've given you 3 comments. Kindly do review them. Now, would he be looking for this red button everywhere? There are two ways. Either he finds this red button, he clicks in here and he knows. Or alternatively, what he could do is that he could simply say next by this review button, review tab here, and you could say next. So he gets the first comment. He clicks next, he goes on to the second comment. He clicks next and he goes on to the third comment. So that is something that you could do, that if you wish to review a file, so you can add up the comments to it.